Hi everybody, Mindy here. If you have tried to open your COINEXX trading accounts, whether they're demo or whether they're live, so far today, you'll find that you're not able to open them. And you get an error message saying that, it's been disabled. Well, the thing is, COINEXX did a very serious security update today. So if you look in your inbox, don't freak out when you can't get into your COINEXX accounts. Look in your inbox, maybe even in your junk folder, and you will have an email from COINEXX that looks something like this. And what it's doing, it's informing us that they have done a key security update on their servers this weekend, and as a result we might have to reload MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 and completely relog in to our trading accounts, and then you will also have to re-input any special indicators that you use or any EAs that you use. You're going to have to reload all of that before it's going to work, and you're going to have to essentially take the old MetaTrader off of your computer and reinstall Metatrader from a new install. And so it's really not that big of a deal. We're going to walk through it together right now. Okay, so what you have to do first, before you can even do anything in the email, is you have to go to your COINEXX portal account. Okay, so to do that, you will go to an internet window and you will go to www.coinexx.com. When you get to the COINEXX window, you have to sign in to your account. Okay, they send a two-step verification now. So what you have to do is you have to go to your phone or wherever you receive your two-step authentications and type in the two-step authentication number and submit that, and that will log you into your COINEXX portal. Now remember, I've told you before, when you first come into your COINEXX portal, you're going to freak out a little bit if you don't do it very often, because it's going to tell you that you have a balance of 0 and an equity of 0 and everything is zeros. Well, don't worry about that. This is just a default window. To find out what you have in any specific account, you have to select the trading ID account that you want to look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up one of my live accounts. As you can see, it's going to take me all day if I want to redo all of these things, right? But I'm not going to do any of the demo accounts. I'm just going to work on the live accounts. So anyway, let's just pull out one of these live accounts. I think this one is one that I don't have any money in. Yeah, okay. So now these numbers are actually accurate for this particular account. This is an account I only use infrequently. Okay, so once you have the account that you want to manipulate, you come over to Account Operations up here at the top, and then you tell it you want to reset the password. You have to do this before you can do anything else. So you'll click here on Reset the Password. Again, you'll pick out the trading ID account that you want to do first. You have to do them one at a time. Okay, no big deal. I think this was the one that I was using. And then you click Submit. Okay, now again, now what it's going to do is it's going to send you in your email a one-time password. So you have to have access to your email account also. You'll get an email right away that will give you a one-time password. Okay, and then when you key that one-time verification code in and hit submit, then you'll get an email that says your password has changed successfully. Again, you'll have to go back to your email to find out what the password is. Okay, so while you're waiting for that next email to show up, we're finished dealing with the COINEXX portal. So you can go ahead and close your COINEXX portal. Okay, now the first step in the email that tells you what to do first, we've done the first step, that was to change our password. The next step is that you would want to uninstall Metatrader 4 from your computer, and then use these links to install it. So to uninstall Metatrader from your computer, what you do is you go down to your four little windows thing, you click on that, you go to settings. In your settings, you go to your apps. Okay, you click one time on your apps. That's going to show you all of the applications that are in your computer, and you want to scroll down and find the ones that say COINEXX MT4 terminal. Okay, now these are two that I just installed today, but what you would do is you would literally click on the COINEXX MT4 terminal and you would uninstall it. Now I'm not going to uninstall mine because I just re-put it in a few minutes ago, but I did this earlier. I had about 7 or 8 COINEXX terminals in my computer, so I uninstalled all of them one at a time. And so when you get them all installed, then you can close this window, and then you're ready to go ahead and start downloading the new terminal. Okay, so if you have your email from COINEXX and you're using Metatrader 4, you can literally just click on the link. Okay, now what you're looking at right here is a picture of the email that I got, so the link is not hot. Okay, so what I need to do is open an internet window and copy and paste that link right here in the top of the internet window, and then hit enter. Okay, now what you see that happened when I hit enter on that download is it downloaded the execute file for the new COINEXX setup right down here in the right hand or left hand corner of my internet window. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this link one time, and what that's going to do is give me this window that says, do I want to allow this app to make changes to my device? And I'm going to say yes. Then it's going to bring up another window that looks like this, and if you only have one Metatrader account, you can just click next, and just click next until the box finishes. But what I do is I have multiple Metatrader accounts, Metatrader windows on my desktop, because I don't like to put all of my trading accounts in one Metatrader window. I like to have a new window for each Metatrader account. So if that's your situation, when you get to this window, do not click next. Okay, instead let's click on settings, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new folder for each separate Metatrader platform that we want on our account. on our computer. So we're going to go to Browse, and then we're going to go to the C drive, then we're going to go to the Program 86 folder. Now when you click on the Program 86 folder, it actually opens it, but we don't want this file open right now, but we do want it highlighted. So to close the folder, you click the little caret one time. That closed the folder, but it's still highlighted. And that's what we want. And now we're going to tell it to make a new folder. And now we're going to name the folder whatever we want it to say. So this is going to be for a COINEXX account. So I'm going to start with the word COINEXX. And then I'm going to go ahead and key in the account number that I'm going to use this Metatrader 4 platform window for. Okay, so I'm going to type in 8112833. 5. Okay, so now I've named this window what I want it to be. I'm going to click one time on the file folder for this folder that I opened. Now that folder is highlighted. Now I come down to the bottom of the box and I click OK. Now, because I'm going to have a whole bunch of MetaTraders on my computer, what I want to do now is I want to make the program group match exactly the name that I have as the folder name. So if the folder name is COINEXX and then that number, down here in the program group, I'm going to have it say COINEXX and then the same number, 8112835. Okay? This OpenMQL5 community website, this is just a big advertisement stuff. You don't need to open that. So uncheck that window before you click Next. And now we're ready to click Next. What's happening now is it's downloading the MetaTrader software. And when it's finished, it'll tell you it's finished. And we just click Finish. Now after you click Finish, it still takes about a minute for it to finish loading into your computer. So you just wait for that. Okay, now when the download finishes, I can't move the whole window over here yet, but let me close this and take this out of the way. In the front of the MetaTrader platform window that will open, mine opened on my main monitor, so I just pulled this window down. What you do is you tell it which account you want to open on, and I'm going to open a live account, so I'm going to make sure that I'm on the COINEXX Live server, and then I'll click Next. Then you get another window that says, you know, what account do you want to open? Well, I'm going to open an existing trading account, and the account number is 8112835, and the new password for that, which you should have your email by now telling you what your new password is, right? So my new password for this account is, I'm not going to tell you what it is, I'm going to type it in from the email that I received. Okay, so you type in your account number, your new password, this is the one that you just would have gotten a brand new email about, and then you click Finish. Okay, when it logs in, you're going to hear that sound. Now, what I can do is I can now bring this trading account down where you can see it. Okay, the thing is, until you have logged in, it really won't let you move the trading account around much, right? So once I got it to log in, then I could bring it down here to this other monitor where you guys can see it. And so then what you have to do is you have to start over setting it up. So the way that I set things up is I never use these default charts that open in MetaTrader. So what I do is I just close them all with the X. Okay, now you can see I told you that this account didn't have any money in it, right? I told you that because this is an account that I only use occasionally. Okay, but that's why I'm doing this one as the as the sample because I don't want to give you guys any ideas here. Okay, so anyway, what you have to remember is that you're going to have to set everything up from the get-go. So what I do next is I usually close the navigator window so that I can see the market watch window, and then I want to make sure that all of the pairs that I trade are in this list. So what I do is I right click on it and I come down to symbols, and in the symbols what you can do is you can go through and you can open all the symbols of the pairs that you use. And I just usually go into these boxes, these file folders, one at a time. And in this first one I trade all of the pairs that are yellow, and I don't trade USD Hong Kong dollar, so I don't have it checked. So those pairs I want, the ones that are yellow are the ones that are going to show up in your list. And then I close that window and I open the Forex All, and then I just go through here checking to make sure that all of the pairs that I like to trade are yellow. Okay, now here's one that I trade and it's not yellow, so I click on it and then I go up to the top and tell it to show. And then I also trade GBP CAD, so I'm going to show it. And then I just keep going through the list. Here's one that I trade, GBP NZD, so I'm going to show that one. Then I'm going to scroll the box down a little bit, keep going down the list. I also trade NZD CAD and NZD CHF, so I'm going to show those two. And it looks like that's all that I need to pluck out of this list. So when you have what you want in the list, then you just close the window. Okay, now I think it's much easier to find things in your Market Watch window if they're in alphabetical order. Okay, so then what I do real quick is I just take a minute to go through here and kind of start sorting these out, putting them in alphabetical order as I grab them. And you know, for some people this takes a few minutes if you're not familiar with where they're all going to show up. Okay, but I kind of do this a lot, so for me I can usually get through this process a little faster than most people can. And it also depends on, you know, what pairs you trade. You know, you might trade a lot of them that I don't trade and stuff like that, which is fine. You know, it's whatever works for you when it comes to Forex. And so not everybody has to do everything exactly the same. But just kind of as you're going through the list, just kind of start a rough sort here. And then as you weed through more of them, you just kind of keep weeding them out and organizing them as you go. And before you know it, you're done. So let's see, where's GBP AUD, GBP CAD, GBP CHF, and then I have GBP NZD. Where's my GBP JPY? Did I lose it? There it is. It was up too high on the list. Okay, there, good enough. So now that I have those pretty much in alphabetical order, there might be one or two that are a little misplaced. Here's one that is. There, that's better. Okay, once you get that done, you can either close your Market Watch window or leave it open. It doesn't matter. But the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go up to the tools and then the options and set this up the way that you want it to be. Now, the way that I trade, I always uncheck the enable news on the server folder, but you do want to keep your personal settings in there. And then you take a look at the charts and you set those up the way that you want them to be. The way that I do it, I don't do my charting in MetaTrader, so I just don't show any of that information on the charts, right? Don't forget to set your default trade size. Okay, and most of the time when I'm putting money in this account, I'm only putting, you know, maybe $5,000 or $10,000 in it, but that's not a big enough account to be defaulting one lot trades, right? So I'm going to change that to one mini lot, right? And then I do want to click my one-click trading box and have that ready to go. And then if you use expert advisors, you'll probably have to put a check mark on allow automated trading and allow DLL imports, right? And then I don't know if you use notifications or emails or FTP sites, but I don't, so I ignore those tabs. But on the events tab, I always uncheck enable. That turns all these noises off. So now every time the MetaTrader window is doing something, it's not going to be annoying me with these crazy sounds. So once you get all of that set up the way that you want it, you click OK at the bottom, and I actually don't keep my Market Watch window open. And usually the way that I keep my account set up is I usually keep it set up about like this, just as a small little box. And I do like to put comments in my trades, so I usually open that comment tab, and then you just put it wherever you would want it to go on your monitor. Now, while you have this account open, you'll notice that down in your taskbar, the account that we are currently working on is highlighted in our taskbar. So what we want to do is right click on it, pin it to the taskbar. Okay, now we won't have to go looking for it if we close it. But once you've made the changes that you want to make, you do want to close your MetaTrader and reopen it, because that's like doing a hard save and solidifying the changes that you made in the account. So I'm going to close the MetaTrader. Now I'm going to go back to the taskbar and click on the icon for that account, just to make sure that it opens up again the same way that it should. And then I'm going to click on the Trade tab, and now I'm all ready to roll. Now, if you use EAs or special indicators, don't forget you're going to have to reload those into your MetaTrader. So you'll go to the word File, you'll open your data folder, you'll go to your MQL4, and if you have EAs that you use, you're going to want to load those EAs into the Experts folder. If you have special indicators that you use, you're going to have to load those into the Indicators folder. And if you whatever you need, whatever you use, you have to reload it. I use a lot of Expert Advisors where I have presets, right, which are just files that are ready to go for to make the EAs work on different charts. So I always have to load up a lot of presets in the presets folder. So anyway, don't forget to reload everything that you need. A lot of you use scripts, right? Well, don't forget to add your scripts to the scripts folder. And so anyway, that's how I do it. You might also have templates that you use or profiles that you use, and hopefully you can still get that information from the old MetaTrader file that you had. But if not, you're going to have to rebuild your MetaTraders today, and that can take some time. So what I'm suggesting is you don't wait till 4 o'clock this afternoon to get started. Do it now. Okay, and anyway, that's all you have to do. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you guys again soon. Okay, bye for now.